bottom line is that a teacher can completely turn the tables on an aggressor and put them on the defensive. The launcher carries not one, but 2 darts, making the recovery from the first shot much more difficult, if not impossible. What happens next? Well, that's going to vary from situation to situation. But when the dust finally settles, precious minutes have gone by and precious lives have been saved.
It's pretty simple. First of all, let me ask you, what do you think of the film?
I thought the film was...
Yeah, well, I think
Okay.
it's good that they're finally, somebody's looking into giving us something where we can be more
Aggressive.
on the offense instead
Yes.
of just on the defense.
What questions popped into your minds?
I had one little concern of if I would hit another student. If I would hit a student.
There's nothing lethal.
Mhm.
If you actually shot a student, it would hurt.
Mhm.
But nobody's going to die from it.
Right.
And
And then if we had them positioned in a place where they're not near the door, that would kind of take that factor away
exactly.
anyway.
It doesn't bounce back. There's no ricochet. These are the main elements that are in there. If you feel the weight of that, that is primarily ash. It's a carbon-based ash that comes out of a power plant that burns coal. This is a 3M glass bead that's hollow and made by 3M. It goes into Maybelline's makeup to make it lighter. But watch it. It fills up the glass, and if you take the top off, it's just
Yeah.
Fine.
yes, and that's what makes the cloud. When these darts travel, I'll weight the back of them, so as soon as they come out of the gun, they do this. And they're flying like that. So as it hits, like here, it goes upwards.
Well, I think the biggest thing is going to be the element of surprise too.
Mhm.
That's a big
Like
part.
you said, I mean, you walk in and you think it's defenseless, but all of a sudden
Boom.
you throw in this surprise in there.
Yes.
So
Throws them off.
you're going to disarm somehow, even if it's not literally disarming.
Well, that's it. So now comes the big question. Would you all like one in your classroom?
I would have.
I would.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I would feel better about it.
Yeah.
Would you feel scared to use it?
No.
No?
I'd feel
No.
more scared having someone come in my classroom without having something. Because I feel like
What would I do?
we would have no chance. And at least now we would have a chance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where if somebody, now the only chance is our hope that they're never going to come to our school. You
Mhm.
know, at least this would give you where you felt like you had some sort of chance.
And hopefully you never have to use it.
Hopefully you never use it,
That's
right?
what I hope.
That would be,
it'll never be
that would be
used.
wonderful.
Right.
Never have to use it.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
do, at least you have something.
Right, and it's the knowledge of having that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that confidence too. You have,
Yeah.
when you're confident that, you know, you could use something that could, it could be a deterrence. You know, children who are apt to do something like that in a school
Mhm.
may not
Mm-hmm.
do
Well-
this now, knowing that
Well,
every teacher on
isn't that the
campus
whole
is gonna
reason
have-
that a school would be targeted? Because it's
Right.
literally full of people who
Are
not
unarmed.
cannot be armed, by law cannot be armed, are not armed because they're kids. Like that's,
Mhm.
isn't that the draw? I mean, I don't,
Mhm.
Yeah.
that's, it
Well,
gives you that feeling of
it's
power.
an easy-
and-
right,
Yeah,
it's an easy target.
targets, now it's.
So this may take that and
Mhm.
put it a little bit on the favor of, you
When
know,
you saw the sign,
everyone else.
this school is protected
Protected.
by.
I saw
law.
that, yeah, that was
Right.
good.
And the reason for that is to do exactly what you just said.
I think it would be a peace of mind, definitely, knowing that it's there so that you have at least something
Mhm.
on your side, because if not, we don't.
Right.
I know that coming from the public school side, there's gonna be, getting through, the red tape
Sure.
of the public, part of it, but, yeah, I mean, as a teacher personally, if somebody said, do you want this in your room? Absolutely.
Right.
Cool,
Thank
okay,
you.
go.
I really like it. I think as a defense mechanism, something to be prepared is a great idea. I worry about the funding of it, but I think what's more important,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
my child's life is more important. The student's life is more important, the teacher's life is more important than finding the money. The money is always gonna come if
Right.
you wanna be prepared, for a situation like that.
Mhm.
I'm sure Uvalde and those other schools would give up the money in a heartbeat
Mhm.
to have
Yes.
protected
Oh,
their children and
absolutely.
their
Yes,
students.
they sure would.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
Okay, I think it is just the first thing anyone's come up with to give us a chance. And like I said, when somebody comes to your door, there's just you don't have a chance.
Right.
Our only hope is that they don't come, and now we actually have a chance. And I think if one life, I have 4 children who, like she said, came through the school system. Hopefully you never have to use it, and if it's used and it saves one life, this entire thing was
Mhm.
worth it.
Exactly.